What is up everyone and welcome back to the MMA Zone. Today we are getting started with UFC 298 reactions. With UFC 298 wrapping up, here are some thoughts on the card as we dive into reactions from the main event. Anthony Hernandez faced Roman Kopylov and Anthony Hernandez won by rear naked choke in round 2. The community had a lot to say about the fight. Gilbert Burns reacted with "Wow Hernandez." Alexander Volkanovski tweeted, "What a start, great submission by Hernandez." Brian Kelleher said Hernandez is a resilient man. Julian Marquez said Anthony Hernandez is the truth, this guy is a headliner. Shaheen El-Hadi tweeted, "Okay, that was sick, Anthony Hernandez is a killer middleweight, so fun right now." The MMA Guru tweeted, "Anthony Hernandez is insane, I told you guys he would drown Kopylov and Kopylov is a monster too." Sadiq Yusuf said, "Old school game bred right there." Islam Makhachev tweeted #UFC 298.
What kind of things did you see that you were able to take advantage of when you finally got in the fight?
He's hittable, everyone gets on his legs, but everyone was the striker and didn't know how to mix it up, you know what I mean? They didn't know how to wrestle. I have the best team in the world, and we work our ass every day. So yeah, that's what we've seen. We exploited it, and like I said, I'm gonna stay in everybody's face. I'm gonna gas everybody out. That's my game plan, that's the way I fight. I've been fighting like that for a very long time. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep doing what I do, you know what I mean? Until I can get that damn belt.
Merab Dvalishvili faced Henry Cejudo and Merab defeated Henry Cejudo by unanimous decision after their 3-round fight. Here is how the community reacted. Ben Askren said, "If Merab does not get a title shot after this, we riot." Jamal Hill tweeted, "Nothing but a shot at gold next." Dylan Dennis said Merab plays with Shaq. Ali Abdelaziz and Steffi Haynes tweeted by Henry. Alan Jubin said, "If this is it for Cejudo, it has been a great one, my friend, Hall of Fame." Chris Curtis tweeted, "This is what happens when you fight an actual crazy person." Sean Sheehan said he is mad that Chito Vera is fighting for a title in front of Merab. Billy Corantillo said Merab is having the most fun tonight. Ariel Helwani tweeted, "Wow, Merab is schooling Henry at his own game as some predicted, and if he does not get a title shot next after this, it would be wild." Mark Raimondi said Merab just picked up an Olympic gold medalist, carried him across the cage and dumped him on his butt with ease, what a monster this man is. Kenny Florian tweeted, "Merab conditioning is a weapon yet again, awesome performance and it should be a pretty clear 29-28.
Yeah, he rocked me once and then I feel it. You know, it's fight, you know, like I got hit before, but otherwise I was very relaxing, you know. I don't even feel that it was fight because I put so much work in and I'm only getting better and better. And I believe in myself, and I've been only working with the best people, best fighters. I have a great strength partners, and I push myself all the time. And I was just so ready mentally and physically, and I was enjoying it.
The moment was Jeff Neal versus Ian Machado Gary. Ian Gary defeated Jeff Neal by split decision after their 3-round fight. Here is how the community reacted to the fight. Ben Askren tweeted, "Every round was super close and the cards were going to be all over the place." He said he thought Neal won 29-28 and that it felt weird that Rogan was so sure of a Gary win. Steffi Haynes said, "No Joe, we do not want to fight Gary and Edwards, absolutely not." Ben Folk said a friend of his once said the one rule change he would make is to deduct a point from any fighter who initiates a mid-fight high five, and he could not say that friend was wrong. Demetrius Mighty Mouse Johnson tweeted that he would have given Gary a yellow card by now. Steffi Haynes also said Gary saying he is too big to headline an Irish card and then putting on a performance like this is absurd, and that this was coming from someone very sympathetic to him. Laron Murphy said he hates all the mid-fight touching. Chris Curtis tweeted it was an interesting clash of styles and that it is hard being the shorter guy in the ring. The MMA Guru said he had Ian Gary winning a very close decision over Jeff Neal. He added that Neal showed he could land but for some reason just walked forward without throwing much for most of the fight, which he found strange. Cody Stamen said Ian Gary is a track star. Michael Chiesa tweeted that he thought Neal won and that it was very close. Eric Nixick said it felt like Neal lost the fight more than Gary won and that it was frustrating to watch. Dylan Dennis said to throw Ian Gary his way and he would have him tapping before he knew what hit him. Robert Whittaker faced Paulo Costa. Robert Whittaker defeated Paulo Costa by decision after their 3-round fight. Here is how the community reacted. Brad Tavares said the judges got that one right and congratulated both men on a great fight. Kay O'Neill said listening to people who do not know MMA try to say the decision was crazy concerned him and that Whittaker clearly won. Israel Adesanya tweeted, "Hear him out with post-fight ice baths right after the doctor's checkup." The MMA Guru tweeted that it was arguably the best fight of the card so far. He said Whittaker clearly won the last 2 rounds and that Costa did himself proud, but it was 2 rounds to 1 for Whittaker. He also questioned how any judge could have given Whittaker the first round since he was clearly hurt and saved by the bell after the wheel kick. Steffi Haynes laughed at Costa for calling for mano a mano in the center and then dancing around throwing very little for the rest of the round. Michael Chiesa tweeted it was a great fight from Rob and that his grip matched with his skills is a hard combination to deal with. John Jones tweeted congrats you sick Rob Whittaker. Islam Makhachev tweeted that Whittaker is a high-level IQ fighter and congratulated him. Alexander Volkanovski faced Ilia Topuria. Ilia Topuria knocked out Alexander Volkanovski with a right hand in round 2. Here is how the community reacted to the knockout. Shaheen Al-Shadi said Ilia Topuria became a superstar tonight. Belal Muhammad said Ilia fought a great calculated fight. Mufsar Evloev tweeted congratulations to the new champion and said he was coming for the belt. Dylan Danis said wow and called Ilia Topuria a savage. Steffi Haynes said she cannot wait to see Ilia fight again and called him a superstar in the making. Kamaru Usman tweeted that he told everyone Ilia was the real deal. The MMA guru said his original prediction came true with Topuria finishing Volkanovski in round 2 and questioned who had called him dumb. Aljamain Sterling said there is a new king on the throne and congratulated Ilia along with Merab and the countries of Georgia and Spain. Jared Gordon said he was not taking anything away from Ilia but felt Volkanovski came back too soon. Brian Kelleher questioned whether Volkanovski returned too fast. Megan Anderson tweeted that it was an incredible statement by Ilia Topuria and that his inside boxing is truly special. Ariel Helwani tweeted that the UFC has a new superstar on its hands and that the right hook was tremendous. Top comments included criticism of Ian Garry, with one fan saying he is the definition of delusional for claiming family should be off limits after he trashed Neil Magny so badly and brought up custody issues. Another comment said they cannot wait for UFC 300 talk to be over and that Leon Edwards vs Shavkat Rakhmonov would be better than Belal. Another fan wondered why Dana White is taking so long to announce the UFC 300 headliners, and someone responded that there is nothing to announce. Make sure to leave a comment and you might get featured in our next video. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss any MMA news. Check out the video from yesterday if you missed it, and we will see you tomorrow.